questions. Can you tell us a little bit about Gimme Vending and your role with them throughout the years?
Sure. I'm Cory and I'm the CEO of Gimme. We're a 5-year-old startup that builds software for supply chain companies like vending machine operators and grocery store deliverers.
Awesome. So I know that you started the business, correct?
Yeah.
When was that?
Well, we started that 2014, right out of Georgia Tech in the fall.
Very cool. So what's been your favorite milestone along the way?
The favorite milestone, probably right at the beginning when we got that first customer check. Because for us, that was the validation of product market fit. We had endeavored to build something we thought people would want to buy, and when they first write that check, that's what proved it.
Right. That is awesome. So what has changed with Gimme Vending since you started with Acuity?
A lot's changed. So as a 5-year-old startup now, when we first got started, we were an add-on to existing warehouse solutions. And they'd use our app to do things better in the field, and it would send the data back to a warehouse. This year we launched our own warehouse management platform. So now we're the total solution. We're the front end and the back end. We're the total solution. That's been such a big change for us as a team to kind of grow up and mature as a software provider.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what is the most rewarding part of being an entrepreneur?
I think it's twofold. One is seeing what you build. If you build something new, seeing that actually make a difference in somebody's life. And I think a lot of startups do some crazy bold things that really change humanity, and ours is really specific. And to be able to see what we've built improve the lives of our customers and make their businesses more profitable, seem to have an impact, I think as an innovator, as an entrepreneur, means something. And then the twofold part is seeing our team grow. So seeing the people we hired a couple years ago reach new levels of competency and confidence is exciting to see as a leader.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like how you broke that down into 2 parts. You have your customer base and then your team. So watching both parts grow is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the other side of that, what is the biggest risk that you've taken either in your professional or your personal life?
I think it's the same thing. Being the income all coming from a startup is risky, so yes. Starting one is risky, and then relying on that to pay for your bills, to pay for the house payment, to make sure that your children are fed is a bit risky, I think, as well. So just running the startup is a risk. Individually within it, I think a lot of Atlanta startups are software first, and I think that we're a little bit different because of our presence of hardware in our business. And so having a hardware component that's unique to us is both a benefit to our ability to be innovative and differentiated in the space, but a little bit challenging as, not only building software, but managing supply chains, intellectual property, making sure we order correctly, cash flow. So having hardware is probably the biggest single risk within the startup.
Right. And you guys have come so far. It's been really cool. You've been with Acuity for almost 4 years, I think, in August, which is a long time. So it's been really cool to watch your journey over the past 4 years. And how far
you guys know us better than anyone else, right? You see our money every single week and month, so you know exactly how we're doing. And
right, exactly. So outside of Gimme Vending, outside of work, what things do you enjoy doing?
I really like my motorcycle, which I recently sold when we had the baby, so now I like it, miss it. So it's a bit nostalgic to think about, but I loved being on the road now that the motorcycle is gone, just driving. And sometimes we do road trips to visit our customers and see how our technology will make a difference for them across the country. And these multi-hour drives to go see them is actually a lot of fun.
That's cool. So your client base is all over the U.S., right?
All over the U.S.
Very cool, very cool. And you said that you have a daughter.
Son, actually.
A son.
A little 14-year-old son, and he's balancing and walking and experimenting with words.
Okay, very cool. So, I just lost my track. So, do you have any secrets to a healthy work-life balance?
At the very beginning, there was no balance. It was 100% focus on work. And the changes in the personal life, I think, have helped create that forcing function that I'm not going to deprive my son or my wife of attention. And so having to realize that it needs more balance, I think, has helped create more balance for me personally too, where work has a definite place and we invest heavy there, but more importantly, we're investing in what's happening at home and what's happening with our growing family. As far as secrets to make that work, have a baby and do your best and it'll figure itself out. I think that's bad advice, but it's been working in my life.
Well, that's good. That's good advice. So what is something that people don't know about you?
Let's see, something people don't know about me, maybe that I actually dropped out of Georgia Tech my last semester to found this company. So I've put all in to make sure that this is a success, and I don't think success requires you to drop out, but most people don't know is just a couple credits short of graduating, and we went all in on Gimme first. And yeah.
Wow. You're a couple credits short of graduating?
Had that been like a scary jump, or like being almost done with your...
Well, it was never
college career?
intentional. I didn't storm out saying, oh, I'm not coming back. I remember it was in the summer, and I was going to take one more semester in the fall. And we started the company, and I was like, oh, let's delay that last semester, and we'll just get the company up and going and see how this plays out. And then we got that customer, and then we signed more customers, and then we signed more customers, and then, I guess I'm not going to go back and finish that semester. And it's a choice that I'm glad that I made, because it really has made us go all in. How do we make sure that we're supporting the customers we need to, and now with other team members who are feeding their families as a result of what we do, it's how do we make sure this thing continues growing to make sure that they're good and I'm good.
Do you think you would ever go back and just get those credits just because?
Maybe, but that would be after Gimme's in a place where me being here or not being here doesn't have a material impact to its success or not. Right now, I think that if I were to just withdraw that attention and give it back to finish a degree, it would be personally fulfilling, but I think it, at least at the present stage, might hurt the team. So for now, I'm going to stay on the path and make sure I do everything I can to increase the probability of success.
Very cool. So stemming from all of that in your journey with Gimme Vending, do you have like a life motto that you live by?
Probably all the life mottos I can think of might be cliche in the video. One that comes to mind for us is quo porum, or basically forever forward.
Yeah.
And we like that one so that we're not turning around looking back at mistakes we made, which are plenty. Lots to learn back there, but that we're focused on our learnings being applied to the future. How do we stay focused on what we can do better next time, instead of getting hung up on what we didn't do right the first time?
Right. I like that one. I think that's my favorite one so
similar
far.
with our last interview we just posted. Melanie Brandt, she mentioned something about making mistakes and just moving forward instead of dwelling on those mistakes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Orpheus, another Atlanta company, Orpheus's motto from the Greek legend thereof is never look back. And I think that's kind of hitting on the same theme here, is we're focusing on what we can do better next time.
Right.
Except theirs is printed on all their beer cans.
Oh my goodness. Are there any exciting news, updates, or changes on the horizon for Gimme Vending?
It's been a blast these last 2 quarters because we released 3 new products. We released that app to help manage unattended retail points of sale called micro-markets. They're like little convenience stores with self-checkouts instead of cashiers. So we launched that. Then right after, we launched something called AutoDrive. It's an AI machine learning tool where you can use your cell phone to scan, not you as a consumer, but you as one of our customer clients can use an iPhone or an iPad to scan shelves to detect products and their inventory automatically. It's groundbreaking for our industry. And then right after that, we released that total solution to be the front end and the back end all at the same time. So it's been a lot of new for us just in the last couple months.
Wow. Well, congratulations on all that. That's awesome. Very exciting. Now, what was the question at the end that you wanted to say? How can potential clients get a hold of you?
The best way to get in touch with us is through our website, www.gimmevending.com, or follow us on Twitter, and it's Gimme Vend, Gimmevend.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you wanted to add, Makiva?
I think that'll be it for me.
Makiva, Janelle, Makiva, M-A-K-E-B-A.
Yes.
Janelle.
You got it.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.